Welcome to Erica's English. My name is Erica and I make IELTS speaking come alive. Today's topic is fashion and I will be wearing various outfits to make it more interesting for you. And I will be answering these questions as a native speaker of English. How important is fashion to you? Well, for me it's very important because it's a reflection of my own self-expression. My body is my canvas and I like to project to the world how I'm feeling, or I want to project myself in a certain way. For example, if I'm feeling like I want to be professional, I will wear a business suit and a striped shirt. If I'm feeling casual and relaxed, I will want to wear casual and relaxed types of clothing. For example, a t-shirt and shorts. If I'm just around the house lazing around, I'll want to wear very comfortable clothing. If I'm going to be on show at a party, of course I'm going to wear a pretty dress or something that enhances the way I look. Do you like to wear jewelry and why? No, I don't like wearing jewelry. I find it frivolous and I never wear jewelry. I don't feel like I need to wear jewelry. I think I look fine just the way I am. Do you like to wear jewelry and why? Do you like to wear jewelry? No, not really. I don't really care for jewelry. It's not really a priority for me. I'm not really into that kind of embellishment, and I prefer to spend my money on things other than jewelry. So I have different financial priorities. Do you like to wear jewelry and why? Yes, I love wearing jewelry. I wear a huge variety of jewelry. Most of it is inexpensive, but it does represent who I am and my self-expression. Sometimes I like to wear understated jewelry, and other times I like to wear showy jewelry. And I like a huge variety of shapes and colours and materials, like chunky wooden bangles and gold metal bangles, and I like sculptural necklaces, as well as ordinary classic chain necklaces. What kind of clothes do you dislike? Well, I dislike wearing clothes that are not comfortable. What kind of clothes do people in your country usually wear? Well, it's very difficult for me to say what other people wear in my country because there are so many different kinds of people in Australia, and each person is an individual and wears what they want to wear. So it's very difficult to generalise. Although I do think that Australians do tend to wear more casual clothes than perhaps Parisians or people in Milan wear. We're not so fashion conscious. We wear jeans and t-shirts and shorts probably a little bit more than certain Europeans do. What kind of clothes do people in your country usually wear? Well, of course, it's difficult for me to speak for everybody in my country, and I think there are different kinds of groups who like to wear different kinds of clothing. For example, people in the countryside may prefer to wear more practical clothing, like these kinds of shirts or t-shirts and jeans, and more workwear, durable, comfortable clothing. And perhaps people in the central business district may prefer to wear more professional clothing, especially if they are going to work. So they may wear a business suit or a striped shirt in order to look professional. Are you feeling nervous about your IELTS speaking test? Would you like to get some feedback on how you are going with the 4 descriptors? Would you like an action plan for your study? Would you like to meet me in Zoom? Please just click on the link in the description and book your practice IELTS speaking test today. I look forward to meeting you. Is it possible to look good without spending a lot of money on clothes? I think it is. I think how you look actually depends on your attitude and your inner beauty and your confidence, and it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the clothes that you're wearing. Although clothes can make you look good, and you don't have to spend so much money on them. You can get clothes second hand, or you can buy them online cheaply. They don't need to be expensive. Do you think people behave differently in different kinds of clothes? Well, some people behave just the same, no matter what clothes they're wearing. Other people change their behaviour according to what they're wearing. For example, if they're wearing a business suit and a striped shirt and they're dressed for work, they will behave in a professional manner. Not just because of the clothes, but because of the environment that they are in. And some people will want to wear casual clothes that move around easily if they are feeling relaxed and they just want to be casual. So I think the types of clothing can change the person's behaviour. Why do people like shopping for clothes online? Well, I just think it's so convenient to shop online. All you need is your phone, and you just can click away and look at an enormous range of clothing with an enormous range of prices. You can easily measure yourself up at home and just with a few clicks purchase some clothing and it will be delivered to your door. It's just extremely easy and you don't even need to go out. What kind of things determine what is in fashion and what we are wearing? Well, I think the catwalks of Paris have a large influence on what people end up wearing and what becomes trendy. And what is displayed on the catwalks in Paris is largely determined by the trendsetters and the top fashion designers. Some people, of course, wear whatever they like and they don't follow trends, however. And I think it varies a lot from person to person and country to country. Do you think it's good for people to buy expensive clothes, and why? Well, I think it can be good to buy expensive clothes if you can afford it, especially if those clothes represent high quality and if you are going to wear them longer, then it can be very good for the environment to buy expensive clothes. However, it's not good to buy expensive clothes if you can't afford it and if you are suffering as a result of that. It can be good to buy expensive clothes because spending money is good for the economy and a lot more people will benefit, like people in the fashion industry, shop assistants, shop owners, people who sew the clothes, people who make the clothes, cotton growers, and there's a whole chain of people who benefit from any given purchase. What special clothes do people in your country wear on formal or special occasions? Well, it depends very much on the occasion. If it's a wedding, people will dress up in fancy showy dresses, or the men may wear suits. If it's a solemn, formal occasion, people usually wear suits, suit jackets and shirts and pressed trousers. Of course, the different ethnic groups may wear their national costumes. It really does vary very much from person to person, and it is quite an individual thing. What factors do you think affect the clothes we choose to wear? Well, what we wear depends on a lot of factors. It depends, like if you're going to a party, of course you're going to wear something that is a little bit dressy or showy or pretty or that attracts a little bit of attention. Or if you are feeling a little bit sad or depressed, you may wear dark clothing that doesn't attract attention. Other factors may include weather. For example, if it is very cold outside, of course you're going to wear a coat and a jumper and rug up a little bit. But if it's very hot, you may wear a pair of shorts or a t-shirt. If the occasion is casual, of course you're going to wear casual, comfortable clothing, like jeans and a t-shirt. But if the occasion is formal, you may want to wear business clothing, like a business shirt or a suit, because you want to look professional. For funky fashion designed by me in Australia, check out my shop, Usi Art on Redbubble. Link in description.